Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of the Witchin Hour with me, Vicky Licious, and First Night. Hope everyone's doing well. It's nearly Friday, thank goodness. How are you doing, Miguel?
Good. Very
Desperate for
busy.
Friday. Yeah, I know you are. You just don't
S-
stop. You've got a
Super
lot
busy.
cooking.
Yeah, Kevin had a stream this morning with Sean, and I wasn't able to get on that because I was just super busy this morning.
Yeah. I did watch it for a little bit, but I had to tune out because I was in the middle of work and I was
Yeah,
unable to multitask successfully.
yeah, it's okay.
But yeah, I will
It was a good
probably.
show.
It's always a good show. Yeah. So what else are your plans for the Rebel Ants at the minute? I know you're working on loads of stuff.
Oh yeah. I have like a million things I'm working on. Currently, I'm working on Rebel Universe, and then I'm working on releasing game number 5
Number
for
5.
number 5. Yeah, so yeah, and then I'm updating all the other 4 games within the list that's already out. So those are going to look better. They're going to have a little more flair to them. So
Okay. That's
yeah,
exciting. I can't wait. I love the games so far. It's they're really addictive.
yeah, no, they're very addicting, and so number 5 is going to be very different. Number 5 is it's going to be definitely something. So I spent a lot of time already trying to develop 5. Um,
Retro's putting pressure on.
yeah, he is.
It is.
I'm not showing
Sure.
you no alpha,
No alpha.
no alpha, but
Oh.
somewhere back there there might be something.
Oh, just a quick shout out to Alyssa, who's down there, Kanachik. Thank you for joining. And Retro, OVS. Even though he's here just to put pressure on you to share stuff you don't want to share.
That's all he wants to do. I
That's
know.
all he wants to do, ever.
Makes him happy.
It does make him happy. But yeah, have you got anything you wanted to share or on screen, or are you okay to keep it like top
No,
secret?
no, I'm still keeping certain
Okay,
things top secret. So
good.
yeah,
I hate top secret. I'm not good at
I know.
it. Well, what have I got going on? Oh, so I announced another tier. Let me share that with you guys. Hang on. Over here. There we go. So,
Oh,
so we had obviously, if I go to my highlights, we know that the first reveal was of the gold.
look at those. Those are
They
nice.
look really sexy. So yeah, so far we've had 2 claimed Danny hands, and then this was minted by BO Art. So
Yeah.
he's gonna get one. He's gonna get that of his. So the second tier that I've announced is the magic number 9 because it's one of the other ultra rare traits. So if you hold one of these number
Oh yeah, look
9s,
at that. That's cool.
yeah, they're really nice. So that's Ziggy actually, if you're watching. I did tag you in. I've not, and Silly Girl's got one as well. And there's
Yeah.
2 other people where there's no name on the wallets, and I'm desperately trying to find who it is because there's only 4 out of like 750 minted. So you get the number 9, and you'll also get the planchette pin, which
Mhm.
is really exciting. And the name, you are the Ascendant. When you mint a number 9, you get a title now. You are a special witch.
Nice. I like that.
Nice. Yeah, so you get the trading card, the pin, and you get like a 9th gate
Oh, I see.
invocation
I see
card.
what you
So
did there with the 9. Oh, I see now.
yes. So that's the next one that I've
Clever.
announced. So there's a couple more to come. These were the pins. I think I put them on my highlights. There's only one left to make, but they look, so you can see in the flesh that they look really nice.
Yeah, those look
Really,
really good.
really high quality.
Yeah.
That's not my hand, by the way. Just saying. It's got very long fingernails. That's not me. that's
Yeah. Those
that's
look
the
really good though.
yeah. I love this snake and moon one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's cool.
Is that like a little potion bottle? I like
So
that.
that's like a little potion bottle with moon water in. Then you've got the death card, which is the only one that
I love that.
mirrors the trait. And then if I go back, what have we got? Cute creepy gang. I think I posted it on that account. We have another bunch of pins there. So you've got there's the planchette there, and there's the spell book, and also the teacup, Storm in a Teacup.
Oh,
So
that's
yeah, so these are, I'm
how did you come
excited.
up with these things?
Oh, I don't know. Like you, I don't sleep. Just always thinking.
Makes sense.
But yeah, so we had a new holder of the month as well. That was Miss Bunny. She's getting a trading card of her. I said, "What's your favourite witch that you hold?" And she'd actually gifted one away to someone really kindly because she wanted them to be in the gang. And this was the one she had left, so she's picked this one.
It's a good
So I'm
one.
excited. It's a nice one. I think that background's going to look lovely with the shimmer.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've made her holder of the month in case anyone's interested, because she's always in our Discord. She's about the only person who like hangs out in Discord with me, and she's the first to say this person needs to go, they're a scammer, or like she'll DM me and say,
Yeah.
watch this person, they're not to be trusted. And then she also shares her amazing
good.
Lego. I know, she shares these amazing Lego creations with me all the time as well, so I love that. So yeah, that's why she
I
got
love
it this
Legos,
month.
let me tell
Me
you.
too. She does some really cool Lego stuff. So and she's in sunny Australia, so that's going literally all around the world to get to her, which is cool.
That is cool.
But yeah, oh, and just one last thing. There's only a couple of days left. Oh, where have I put it? To grab your Tamiko Egg Moon.
Oh man, I need to get one of those.
The new full moon is on the 2nd of May, so you've got like 24 hours, dude.
Oh man.
So she's the reward for like anyone
You know
who
I'm
mints.
not good with pressure.
Well, actually, you've got more than 24 hours because I'm actually in the future, aren't I? So you've probably got nearly 2 days. But
Good.
yeah, so basically, she's the reward for minting a Lunar Witch at the minute. She's going to make a dope holographic card. I cannot wait. So yeah,
I like that. It looks
yeah, she's nice. She's got feathers, an egg.
And I love the black background. It's so good.
Yeah, it's a dark one. I liked it. I like the dark and the sort of spring colours with it. So
Yeah.
So that's my news. That's all
That's a lot of
date.
news.
I know, with the Cute and Creepy Gang, we're up to date. For sure.
You gave more news than I did.
I know, it's unusual, but it's true. So yeah, with and I'm back to doing spaces on a Monday if anyone wants to join. We hosted it, me and Danny, at, let me get the times right. So it was Monday. So I'm doing a Magic Monday. It's 5 p.m. UK time. So it's about 12 p.m. Eastern time, I think, and about 10 a.m. What's your other time in the America, California side? UST?
UST.
Yeah, I think it's about 10 a.m. there, so, or 9 a.m. So either way, it's roughly around there. You'll see us, we're just doing a little hour space for community sharing and all that.
Yeah, I gotta go back to doing the spaces we were doing.
We were doing a Tuesday. We need to get back on that.
Yeah, I know. It's just I've been so busy trying to get this done, but we'll get back to it. I promise.
Yeah. Oh, we've got Luna's with us. Hello.
Oh, Luna showed up?
Luna's here. Hello.
Luna is like a Luna, like an eclipse.
Yeah, she is. She's channeling the Lunar Witch. Oh, well, on that wonderful note, I think we should get our amazing guest on tonight. So we've got a really, really cool guest coming on. Oh, hang on, he's muted. Let me add him to the screen. Why is he muted? Here we go. I think he's muted himself, maybe. So I'm going to add him soon. So we've got Coco. So he is an amazing graffiti artist. He is co-founder of Spray the Chain. You've all probably seen him and heard him in spaces a lot. I think you're muted, Coco.
Is he muted? Yeah.
It won't let me turn it up. It's saying...
technical difficulties.
I think it was weird. We were chatting away a minute ago. How's that happened?
It says unmute request.
Are you able to do that or not?
Well, no, he's got to unmute it.
Let me message him.
I'm not sure if he can hear us.
No, I'm not sure he can either.
It's a little laggy, so I'm not sure if he can hear us.
Can I do... What's that push to talk?
Now I can hear nothing. Mm-mm. Now I can you hear me, Vicky?
I can hear you.
Oh,
Shall I remove him and see if he can come back? Let me message him.
yeah.
Sorry, what a disaster. We were cooking on gas 5 minutes
I'm
ago.
gonna name you Kevin Jr.
Oh no, don't make me Kevin. Don't make me Kevin. He's gone. He's coming back.
Kevin
Uh,
Jr. It's not you. I think it's him. I think it's from his side.
okay. He'll be coming back now. Anyway, we have Coco with us. At the minute, he's just a little PFP. Maybe we should put him like a little.
Retro said this is because she actually shows what she's doing. Yeah, because I like to hide stuff. You know why?
I
Because
know.
I
But
like the element of surprise.
to be fair, I've been talking about these relic rewards for months, and I've been hiding them as well. So people have been going, "What else is? Who else is going to get? What are the traits today?" I'm like, "No, no,
Yeah.
no. I'm going to slow release these." So yeah, I'm excited for it though. But yeah, it was good to do a Space Monday. It was like really nice vibes. Hung out with Chaos, Danny, Acid was listening in. He was busy with work, and
Yeah.
yeah, it was good. BB was there.
Oh, I like
Um,
maybe.
Cannoli, yeah, it was good.
I gotta join you guys. You know, also like on X, I'm not getting the notifications that I used to get. Like,
Same. I have to
it's
go
so weird.
physically looking for people. It's
Yeah.
really, really strange. Um,
The algorithm is always fucked up on X. I don't understand what the problem is, why they can't fix it. There's weeks where you're like, it's amazing, and then there's weeks where it's extremely terrible. I just don't get it.
Retro said, "You must be like me. I am not hiding my work." Oh, he hides everything. He doesn't share anything. But yeah, no, it's really weird. We were saying
Yeah.
this in the FCW space the other day, actually, that people who you connect with daily and then suddenly you're not
Mm.
shown this stuff. And there's people I think have disappeared, and then I go and have a little nose on their account and they're posting every day, and you're like, well, why am I not seeing that? It's really odd.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what's happened to Coco. What a nightmare.
Yeah, I'm not sure. He was fine before chatting with
Yeah,
us.
he was.
Not sure what happened there.
Yeah, it's weird. It's like he's force muted even when it's really odd.
Yeah. I wonder if well, he needs to come back on camera so that to see if we can try.
I'll remove him from scene completely
Yeah.
and
And see
see
if
when
we
he
can,
comes back. But
yeah.
yeah, I'm wondering if I've anything else to share. I don't know.
Well, let me tell you about Rebel Universe, right? So Rebel
Oh,
Universe,
okay.
just a little tiny bit. I'm going to tell you.
Go on, go on. Tell us a little bit.
Uh, Rebel Universe is huge. First of all, so what's happening is that I'm creating different villages now, right? So I got this stupid idea in my head of of creating villages for each faction, right? That we have the 11 factions. So there's going to be a village that represents that faction, and it just looks really cool. And then you'll be able to teleport between villages.
Yeah, you showed me a little glimpse, and
Yeah, I
it
did. I
looked,
did. Yeah.
it's really slick.
Yeah, and I've been working with what do you call that program? Blender. I've been doing a
Blender.
lot of Blender lately to try to get some 3D renders done. I posted something earlier. Some
Oh,
I was
let's
I
have a
was
look.
working on I was working on a skeleton for one of the bodies. So I was like, oh, let me post this. This looks pretty cool. So I did that.
Is it on your X?
Yeah, it's on my accent. So
Oh, oh,
yeah, there it is.
I'm gonna
So I've
share it.
been yeah, so I've been like super busy just trying to like learn new skills and trying to like do different things. But Rebel Universe is it's gonna be crazy. Like you'll be able to teleport, you'll be able to go into dojos and like for example, if you go into one of the dojos, there'll be a TV there. So you'll be able to watch like us live on TV.
Oh, that's really cool. You could do movie nights.
Yeah, or you can click and it'll take you to like YouTube or whatever other place, right? Like one of the dojos will host like some of the games, like stuff like that.
Oh, this is dope.
So yeah, there's a lot of things happening. It's just taking longer than I thought because there's certain things that I don't understand when it comes to like rendering 3D stuffs and animations. But I think last night I had a breakthrough and I was able to like finalize some things that were giving me a hard time for like the last 3 days, and I was able to fix it and it worked. So now I know what to do to move forward. Like I laid the base ground for what I wanted to do, and I'll kind of take it from there.
So to get to where, say, this stage here, do you upload? You've done, I guess, a. Oh, Coco said he's coming back. He's coming back. What do you do? Is do you just like upload an illustration, front, back, sides, overhead, like all the different views?
You could do that. You could do that, but there's all sorts of program out there, especially like a program like Meshi can do that, and it's really good for it. Um, there's a lot of steps, right? Or you could just render it yourself on Blender and then you know make a bone out of it or put a bone in it and then create the animations from it. But it's hard. It's not easy. It's
No.
not easy at all, right? If you take the easy step, which is you could use a program
Use
like Meshi.
Meshy, which seems really
Yeah,
like successful. Like that's what I'd end up
yeah,
doing for sure.
yeah. You can use Meshi and go to like a place like Mixamo, for example, and you can create a motion or an animation for it and put it somewhere, right? But the problem is that it renders. In order for you to do a web game, uh, you have to render it with low poly, right? So it doesn't look as sharp as it should, like other
Yeah.
games, right? So then I've been experimenting with like Web GPU, which is fairly new to Chrome, and like I know Macs are not using it, and a couple other things are using it, but I'm trying to push the limits to what you can do in web instead of having like a game that you're creating within like a game engine.
Yeah.
I'm creating something completely different and new that nobody has ever done, which is like creating
Wow.
creating an engine game within a web game, if that makes sense.
Okay. So does that mean that the graphics are a little bit slicker and cleaner and you don't have to sort of sacrifice some of that quality?
Yeah, yeah. So there's all sorts of way that you can do things. Like if you're within the world, you can obviously there are certain limitations within web, right? So um, let's say for example you have a light in I don't know in the village or whatever. That light takes a lot of power for it to render and to like show on the screen.
Right.
So
Yeah.
you can only have like a maximum of whatever before you start like lagging or before you start like slowing down and nothing works, right?
Yeah.
And then so you gotta do tricks like if you put it in a way that if the character's walking through there, then it lights up, right? Like that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Or change the stuff that's far away to like a I don't know a picture instead of having the whole render there, so that you maximize on what you can do within your web page, right? So
Yeah.
there's a lot. It's
It's
a lot.
exciting.
Yeah,
You've, as usual, made it
yeah.
really hard for yourself.
Of course I did. Of course I did. Nothing.
Well, I can't do that, so I'm going to add
Okay.
something. Yeah. Well, we actually have Coco back. Hello, dude. Can you hear us?
Hey.
Can you hear me? Could you
We
hear
can
me?
hear. We
You
can
can't
hear
see
you
me, I
now.
know, and that's cool. Keep up the thing, but okay. Okay.
I've got you on.
You know what I did, Vicky?
Yes.
Oh, there it goes. Okay, I tried.
Oh, it's really ruggy.
We lost him.
Oh
Did we lose
no,
him?
this is a nightmare.
We lost him again.
I do see myself there a little bit on YouTube right now.
That's better. That's better.
Yeah.
Oh, that's better. Yeah.
Oh, he's gone.
Lost him.
Oh, what is that? How could we sit for 20 minutes before the show and now it does this?
Lost him again.
It's making me want to shoot myself in the head.
But yeah, like I was telling you, it's very difficult to do a game within and I you know what I could go into one of the game engines and do it there, but I don't want to do that because that's what everybody else does.
Yeah. No, yeah, exactly. If you've got the ability to kind of here he is. Change. Are you back? You back?
Can you guys hear?
I think your like Wi-Fi signal is like really poor.
You know what? I could go into one game engines and do it.
Here we go.
Exactly. If you've got the ability to
It most definitely is.
What is happening?
But can you hear me now?
We can hear you, but we can hear ourselves. Have you got it live on volume somewhere?
I turned it off.
Yeah, we got
I was
you.
just trying
Right.
to stay
I
tapped
can
in
see the top of your
while I was
hat.
trying to connect.
Yeah.
All right,
I can see the top of your hat, and that's it.
Okay.
Okay. There you
Yeah.
are.
There you
How
are.
about this? It's because it keeps on saying system not responding.
Oh,
Oh my
weird.
good dude, we were doing so well before the live started. It's
I
like
know, it's so
that's my life.
annoying.
What can I say?
That's our life
Um,
now too.
It's okay. I mean,
That's
I
all
agree.
right.
Okay.
Well, we'll
Yeah,
get
exactly.
started because in case
I'll
we
take
lose
it.
you again.
Bye.
Oh my god. Right, hang on.
we're gonna end up losing him again.
Oh
There
my
it is.
goodness.
I knew it.
I
No,
agree.
he's
No,
back.
there he
He's
goes.
Well,
back.
yeah,
He's back.
No,
Okay.
lost him.
all right,
No,
I'm
he's back.
here.
Right. Oh, you're in and out loads, dude.
I'm sorry for my
That's
connection.
okay. That's okay. So, tell us a little bit about yourself. Tell us about your journey into art and into Web3, because I know
Oh,
your
it's so
story
cool.
is super interesting. Like, who are you? Where'd you come from? You know, what's your journey been into art?
Yep.
Well, as far as art goes, I grew up just, really poor, and art wasn't a big part of my life. But I lived by a biker tattoo shop, and when I was like 16, I started doing tattoos,
Oh wow.
but just like lettering. I was really good at lettering. I was really good at lettering, so and that got me into like calligraphy and stuff
Oh yeah.
We're gonna keep.
like that. But it really never went anywhere. And I joined the military when I was 17. I grew up in a very poor place with a lot of drugs.
It's very laggy.
And I've been doing martial arts and stuff since I was young, and I never wanted to be around that. And
Wow.
so I went off. I went off to war in Iraq. I got sent to solitary how to paint. And when I learned how to paint, I started staying out of trouble for a long time, 18
Yeah.
years,
Wow.
and they changed the law. And when they changed the law, I got out of prison. 25 years in prison's a long time, 11 in solitary,
Oh my
but
god.
painting, really
Jesus
saved me.
Christ.
So yeah.
That's
When I learned how
insane,
to
dude.
paint though, I start my mind rewired itself. I didn't care at all about like what was going on, like all the violence. So I was in a gang and all kinds of stuff like that, and it was just a horrible existence. But painting it freed
Yeah,
me, and I started seeing color in my world out there.
that's how I
In
am.
the Superman, and
Oh no.
so I stayed out of trouble for I was doing several life sentences, but in 2019 they changed the law and they came and knocked on my door one
Oh
day and they were
wow.
like, "Hey, you're gonna get out in 3 months."
I
And I
bet
was
you could.
like,
I mean, that
"What
must
do
have
you
been
mean?" They're
mind
like, "You're going home,"
blowing.
and I'm like,
That's good. Yeah.
That's insane.
I was like, "This is my home. What are you talking about?" You know what I thought? The only thing I could think is like, what's gonna happen to all my art supplies when I leave? I've been racking these motherfuckers up for like 14 years, but like that's the mind.
Yeah,
I love that. It's like, no, I
But
can't. I can't leave
no,
any of my art
no, I
supplies.
was
that's funny.
Oh, it's so
yeah.
funny.
Well, the thing is like it was it's funny because I got released in 2020 during COVID, and I had 5 years of supervision to go, and you know, a year in, after I gotten out, like about a year, I started realizing that I have a lot of issues. You know what I mean? Um, just aside from being gone from society for 25 years, I started realizing that I got really sick with COVID and pneumonia. My best friend lady, and her husband, she was my boss at a hospital where I worked at, and when I got sick I got intubated into a hospital, and when I came out they were like, man, you're really sick, and I was dying, honestly. But I was like a dementia patient, and we were couldn't figure out why. We were wondering, and so I got brain scans, and they came and told us that I had early onset Alzheimer's. And the fact of the matter is, I'm gonna be honest with you. The scans show like tangles and stuff around my brain, and a lot of different things that a lot of head trauma. I was definitely on a bomb squad, in Iraq. But I was also in prison in a gang, and I got hit in the head with fucking bricks and like lots of
Holy
shit over the
shit.
years. But like with the trauma they're seeing was like, it is from solitary, and it's like something that they've proven now, scientists have, and it is something that I do nowadays. I do go on the steps of capitals, and I talk about prison, and I talk about solitary confinement and mental illness.
Yeah.
Those things all are messed up, but in the fact of the matter is, art really got me out of there, and then I kind of found my family and
Yeah.
stuff out here, and
Yeah.
I had like a couple years to go on parole or whatever, and so, but like it kind of started off like I got really sick, and my best friend was like, dude, they say you're gonna die. You have Alzheimer's. She's like, bullshit. Like, I'm building you a fucking art studio in a tattoo shop, and she did. And like, I couldn't really get out of bed. I wasn't really, mobile, but I would go down there to the art studio. I'd paint every day, and when I got better, our friends would come over and I tattoo them, and it was like it gave me life again.
Yeah. That's
In a lot of ways. And
What?
so
Let me ask you a question though. What
I came
motivated
out
you,
of it. As you can tell.
Coco? Can you hear me?
Yeah. What?
What
Yes.
motivated you
Yes. Yes.
to start like the artwork like itself? Like what was the drive? What did you see? What was it that happened? Like what triggered that?
Well, in prison, okay, I was in a gang, and I tattooed everybody, right?
Mhm.
Because I tattooed before I went there. So
Yeah.
I did it. And so I tattooed for years. And when they put me in seg in the solitary, right? I did artwork all day long, every day with a pen and a
Mhm.
pencil, just
Gotcha.
yeah.
black and white. That's
Yeah.
all you were supposed to have, allowed to have. But this guard owed me money, believe it or not, and he didn't have it. But he brought me a lot of art supplies that he confiscated from somebody in population or wherever. And at first I was pissed because I only had one place to hide my shit, and it was in the door. And I had to get
Yeah.
rid of a lot of contraband to hide these paints and these brushes. But guess what? That was God looking out for me,
Yeah.
Sacred.
because what happened was I got rid of all the bullshit, and I brought in these art supplies, and I fucking protected them with my life, y'all. Because once I started painting, oh my God, dude. Once I started painting, listen, with color, I finally got color came into my life, and I had not done it, and I hadn't dreamt of it. Like, I'd been creating art every day for gangs and like bullshit. And
Yeah.
now
Yeah.
all of a sudden I have all this color. And I'm thinking, like, I'm not gonna make like gang artwork with color. I'm gonna make something that I don't see in here every day, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
started
Makes sense.
finding beauty, and I started painting like I would paint like a prison, a guard tower with the wall and
Yeah.
the razor wire and shit, and then I'd paint beautiful flowers, bro, all
Yeah.
over them, growing, that I actually
Yeah.
see growing sometimes, in prison or not. But that it switched over my right thinking to the left thinking, I believe, in my brain somehow.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because after that, once I started doing the color, I didn't have time for nobody or nothing. I
Yeah.
no Everybody would call
It
me,
makes
hey,
sense. Yeah.
and I'm like, I'm just painting. And 5.5 years went by. And before that, I had like 120 disciplinary cases, dude. And then I had zero. And they're
Wow.
like,
Yeah.
hey, we're gonna let
Wow.
you out of solitary. I'm like, well, where am I going? They're like, into the prison system. I'm like, holy shit, okay. And when I did, I got lucky to end up in a federal unit, and I got right in an art room, right? And so
Yeah.
here's the trick of all the things I'll tell you right now. When I got there, I met a guy that'd been locked up since 1974, right?
Wow.
And he had been, done it all, been in the Supermax and all that, and he was like 60 something years old, and I was a lot younger. Anyway, he let me right in the art room and started teaching me. And dude, now I can go to college and I can take art. I can take art history. I can take everything. I can take color theory,
Yeah.
And so at this point in time, right now, I'm talking to you today. I spent the next 14 years painting every day in that art room, going to college, and for anger management, even though I
Yeah.
was doing a life sentence, or a lot of them actually, I was still getting degrees, and then I could teach classes to other guys. And guess what? They would get 6 months off their sentence when I did. And
Wow.
it was rewarding, bro. And not only that, but it taught me something. It taught me something about myself.
Yeah.
When I
That makes
started
sense.
helping people around me, it when I started helping other people, no matter who they were, where they come from, like, and just block out all the noise, bro. When I started doing that, I believe that I evolved into the human that I was supposed to be out here, and like everything that I do after that is done with mostly loving kindness, man.
Yeah.
And and when they changed the law in 2019, man, I had painted so many paintings for the Federal Bureau of Prisons, for the director, and for the museum in DC, which is the Justice Museum. I've actually painted every federal prison and every federal justice building in the United States. There are hundreds of them, and they're
Wow.
all hanging there in the Justice Museum in DC right now.
Wow.
But like the lady that discovered me and my friend, she was the curator for that. And when she found out that we could paint these prisons and stuff, she was just crazy. And she would get 2 or 3 a month, or big ones. These things are huge. But one day she showed up and she's like, "Oh my God, I got great news. You're going to get out of prison. They changed the law, da da da." And she's like, "And something you probably don't know, all the paintings you've been making me for 14 years are hanging in a museum in DC. And you can go see
Wow.
them. And in Philly at the customs house." And I was
Let me
like,
let me ask you something.
"What are you talking about?"
While
Yes.
being there, did you develop a signature style, like a character that always shows up in your work or anything like that? Like, is there a
No.
no? So
No, I actually, I was locked up with a lot of cartel members and a lot of mafia members and stuff like that. And what I did, I painted portraits of their families, bro, and beautiful mountain scenery on horses, every
Oh,
which
wow.
that's
loving,
cool. Yeah.
sweet, beautiful portraits of their kids, and I made money doing it. That was my signature, was whatever you popped in the art room with, and go, "Hey, listen, dude, my wife's tripping. I need you to make a fucking Chinese box, put some shit on it, put some gifts in it, candy, fix it. Can you do that?" And I'm like, "Yep, done it a million times. Have it in the morning." And you know what? I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, but guess what?
You
That's my
do it.
boy. In the morning, I'll figure out, I'll cut cardboard, I'll paint it, I'll make him a little takeout box, because him and his wife used to go Chinese takeout, and I made it so dope. And then I
Yeah,
made
that's
like
so
his
cool.
own signature, like little Chinese emblem for him and his wife on the sides. I went crazy. And so stuff like that was, I guess, the signature, if there was one.
So
Or
was the tattoo art? It was the tattoo art
wherever
what
you.
led you into the graffiti style, because you said you loved the lettering in tattoo, and I kind of can see the correlation. Was that how you kind of got into that street art
Okay.
style?
No, 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 no. The street art thing is a whole nother thing. It's really cool. I live in Madison, Wisconsin. I've been out here for all these years, right? For the last few years, I'll say, like, I me and my best friend, we did a mural in our kids' elementary school, right? And it's a big one. And when we did it, I painted, lots and lots of murals in prison. The whole place where I was locked up at is covered in them. I did one 150 feet long of like a stagecoach coming down a mountainside with bandits chasing it. It took me 2 years to do it. But I had nothing but time to do. Anywho, sorry, but like, so once her and I did this mural, when we
Uh-huh.
did do it, I got into meeting the local artists here in town, and to get paint supplies and stuff. And when I did, I met an old school dude that's kind of an OG, and that was kind of declining his health and stuff like that. But I met a lot of young graffiti artists through him, and because of that, I started getting super interested in this group. And when I actually started meeting them and stuff, it just baffles me, the extent that they go for their artwork for
Yeah.
free, for nothing. They don't get
Yeah.
anything for this. And sometimes they hang off of buildings. Sometimes they get up under trains. Sometimes they get on fucking trains, dude. And
That's insane.
for someone to have that much passion to do something that could get them killed.
Oh,
Oh,
he's
shit.
gone.
Lost
Oh,
him.
damn.
I think maybe you know what we should do. Maybe we should tell him to see maybe we can reschedule him again.
Yeah, we should definitely. We'll see if he comes back now, and then
Yeah, because there's a lot of things that I missed at the beginning that he was talking about that I wanted to hear. But
will this play for me? There we go.
Yeah.
Did I lose you guys?
Yeah, you did. You fell off for some reason.
Did I lose you?
Yeah, you did.
we lost you for
Oh
5.
no.
That's okay. You're back. We were saying we'll have to get you on. We'll have to get you on again because like it's been lagging quite a lot, and we don't want people.
Can you hear us? Can you hear us?
Can you hear?
It's my fault. Yeah, it's my fault on this one. I'm sorry.
You look a lot clearer now.
Yeah, next time I can figure out a way for you to send. Next time you could send me an email, and I could get on my iPad.
Yeah, okay.
Dude. Okay, so that's another thing. Let me tell you guys something, right? It's funny that I am actually out here in crypto, for 2 years and messing with all these NFT projects.
Yeah,
stuff.
I was going to ask you about that.
I just saw the internet for the first time in 2020.
Oh shit!
Oh wow!
I wouldn't have even thought of that.
I fucking feel like I'm in Blade Runner.
That's insane. And that's because you're in solitude.
I barely saw the internet for the first time in 2020. Right.
Wow, that's insane.
Well, no, because I was in prison and I didn't have a phone. Like, I never saw the internet. Yeah, I got released in January 2020. I saw the internet for the first time. And then I got into crypto in here 2 years ago because my best friend Lady was the dev, and she had been on a project with another guy, Phantom of the Swapper, out here. Yeah. And whatever, and I was gone for the summer on my motorcycle painting and shit. And when I came back home, she was on Spaces, right? And I was like, this is stupid. What the fuck are you doing? But check it out. She didn't give a damn. She's a boss. No. She would do it every day. Yeah. And then I'll be taking care of the baby and I'm my little girl. And then I'll be listening to everybody talking on Spaces. And when she would go on stage all the time. And when she would mute, I'd be like, that motherfucker right there. Let me tell you what. And I started knowing all these people, Alchemist, Easy. I started knowing all these digi joints and shit. And so she's like, why don't you just make a profile and go on it? So I was like, okay. And I did, but what happened was when I met Slick Rick in his space one night at the Shill and, the Shill and Spill.
Yeah.
Dude, I met him and, I told him, I never talked in a space before, but I told him I'd been in prison, and he was like, me too, motherfucker. Matter of fact, I'm about to call some other motherfuckers up here that had been in prison too. And he did call Mike DeFi and Crypto Cam, and they all came up, and they all gave me so much encouragement, and they all called me the next day on the phone. And then Crypto Cam showed up at my house a week later and was like, brought Web3 to reality. Yeah, he's like, yeah. So yeah, which was fire, and crazy cool. But yeah,
So do you have do you love?
Yeah, it was a great thing, but.
Oh, I lost you again.
Do I do what?
Do you love being in spaces then? Do you enjoy that whole?
Oh shit!
Oh, are you there?
It's just lagging.
Yes. It reminds me of. Can you hear me?
Yeah. We got you.
Okay. Hey, Spaces reminds me of solitary confinement. I learned to hone my people skills in solitary confinement. Around a bunch of because you never see their face, okay? And what you need to do for real, and you're talking in spaces and shit that people don't know, you never seen, you need to figure out what's important to them. What are you doing that could be dope for them? Because when you start figuring out what can I do that's badass for you, the people will start responding. It's a whole thing, and with me, I zoned out and I zoned in immediately, and I realized that there's so many human beings in here in Spaces, dude, that are going through it, and that we're all in some kind of something. I fucking love them. They're my family, dude. The NFTs I paint on trains, y'all, are y'all's NFTs. The shit I do on walls is your shit. I just do
Yeah.
it graffiti. I get it up on the wall. I'm really good at that and talking
Yeah.
shit, as you can tell. Those are my two things, you know. But until I met Canna Chick, like a little more than a year ago, I won like $15 in a link, you know, giveaway. And I went in the space the next day. I was like, yeah, I don't know nothing about crypto. I won $15, just got a wallet. But I met Canna Chick. And the next day she made me a banner and she's like, dude, your art's dope. I made you a banner. And I was like, first time anybody ever made art for me. Okay.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, that's cool. And so whenever I would find like trains and walls and shit I'm gonna paint, I'm like, check it out. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do a long neck NFT on this fucking train. Like, and she'll be like, ooh, let me fucking design ones, make a sketch. And we go back and forth. And she's a high level AI engineer. She's also a dev. She does do this shit, you know, make badass digital art.
Yeah.
And so I was like, cool. And we started vibing just for no reason, you know.
Yeah. Well,
just because
that's what it's like in this space, isn't it? I find, like, I've often said to my boyfriend, you know, it's taken me until coming into crypto to actually find people who I really, really vibe with, which is really sad, isn't it? But as in like-minded artists like you guys, you know, and my crew, you know, NF Creeps and Ukaswaka and all that lot, you know, and Danny. It's just, it's so fulfilling. There's such a rich tapestry of people in this space, isn't it? You know, it's really cool. I love it. People you'd never connect with in real life, and you know, it's
no. And I think it's so dope. Like when I came out here, one of the first people that I actually, you know, like met and like try to get in the space and let me write up. It was Poison, because when I was in prison, there
He's a
used to be a
legend.
Poisonous pinup magazine, y'all.
Yeah.
There's a Poisonous pinup magazine, in case you don't know, and check it
I
out.
do.
I
Yeah.
told him like 2 years ago, I said, bro, I fucking fought, got my nose broke over your magazine a couple times because I let somebody use my shit. They fucked it
Oh my
up,
God.
and I had to fight the bigger guy. I was like, you don't even know, but
That's
your
crazy.
magazine was important in my life.
Yeah.
And he was
yeah.
like, I'm gonna bring it back someday, Coco. He told me 2 years ago, he said, I'm gonna bring it back someday, Coco. And now me and Jeff are very good friends. And guess
Yeah.
what, dude? He is bringing the magazine back this month. And you know what? My best friend, Canna Chick, the dev of my project, is on the cover, and she is the artist for the comeback issue of Poisonous Pinup magazine.
Oh,
That makes me so happy. I can't even
Yeah.
tell you, you know.
Oh, he's a
But yeah,
legend. He's one of the first people I connected with, actually, Poison, weirdly.
Yeah.
It's funny, isn't it?
Yeah.
He's a really nice guy.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
We had him on the show a few weeks back, and yeah, he's got his fingers in a lot of pies, that guy. He's never stops. His his creativity is just
Yeah.
off the charts. Yeah, it's really cool. Tell us a little bit about this
Well,
people artist.
you know-
What's this that I've got up on the screen?
Okay. Well, okay, so I'll tell you what's cool. Okay, so I didn't, you know, I never thought about even being considered for anything like this, but
Yeah. What is
Canna
it?
Chick and I, we actually own so it's Johnny Depp's, it's a Johnny Depp, it's like a competition. Uka Swaka actually let me know.
Yeah,
like, on
he's
the
in
deal,
on it
he's
as
like,
well.
bro,
Yeah.
it's a high school. He is on it, and I told him, he's like, it's a high school popularity competition, and I said, well, at least I'll be voting for you, bro, because like, so one of us need to bring this shit home to Web3, dude. I
Yeah.
think, but one of us need to get our art in there. My art is actually our art is, you know, like Web3 based always, just
Yeah.
about nowadays what we're doing, but I think it's really cool. You know, more so with us is that this Guinness Book of World Records and this 5,000 square foot mural that we're working on is probably what got them more onto us here lately than anything. But I actually own Immortal Art LLC here in Madison. It's a big, huge art studios. So I have more than one warehouse that we work out of a lot.
Oh, cool.
But, you know, I think, you know, the big one, the big, we've got canvases hanging in like 3 warehouses right now. We've got that one wall that's 100 foot long, and then we've got, you know, the roof, part of the roof hanging in my backyard, another wall, another subway and cars and shit, and another art studio. So yeah, it's kind of, with me, I just kept wanting to paint bigger and
Yeah.
more and this and that.
Yeah.
When I saw a 100-foot wall, I was like,
I
Canna
used to hate
Chick,
that.
what
Yeah.
are we gonna do on this wall, you know? And she was like, I'll design something. She's like, what do you want to paint on there? I said, as many NFTs from every motherfucker we love in Web3 on that wall, as many as we could fit. It's 100 foot long and 30 foot tall. And she goes, bruh, we don't got money for that. Dude, I was like, because it's a lot of paint. I'm like, I start scratching my head. I'm like, she goes, but hold on, we could still do it. She's like, fuck. And so it just, I go, well, I could set a Guinness World Record, and I like applied. There's like no crypto record, so I'm cool. $5 for an application, and then Canada Chick's like, nah, bro, we could do more than that. And Crypto Cams, my homies, we in the weed business out here in a dispensary that I'm a partner at. And so he came into town and he was like, bro, let me, what are you doing? I was like, I think I'm going to set a Guinness record. Check out this wall. And again, people in the real world, you know what they do when I tell them that? They start shaking their head. Like, I'm like, motherfucker, I'm right here still talking. Don't start shaking your head. No, I'm going to do it.
I'm
But when
doing
I
it.
tell people from Web3 and crypto, guess what? Crypto Cam came back the next day. He goes, hey, I got us a Guinness representative. We're going to break 7 world records. I'm like, oh, hell yeah. And then people in Web3, when we told them about it, they're like, oh, you got to mint it. Oh, yeah, we know how you could do it better. And then everybody that has skills out here that I've been friends with start coming in on the DMs and say, bro, try this, do this, And you know what? We've actually taken that advice from many people out here. And that we're just rocking it, man. Shit.
Web3 people dream big, right? I just feel like people here don't see the limits in anything. They just see everything as
There are none.
they just see it as something to be solved rather than a problem. So I love that about this space.
Me too. Yeah. I love the positivity and the people saying you can do it.
Yeah.
The only people who say no you can't is like people who are not doing so great or sour or what. And we get a little bit of, you're always gonna get that. But like I'm telling you, it's everywhere you go and people are like, wow, that's actually cool. And what's actually cool is, the canvas at the end, it has AR tech. It's going to have notes on it. And people will be able to mint, like your NFT that's on this wall, they'll be able to mint, from the wall, from just scanning it.
So is that where spray the chain? Because I love the name Spray the Chain, and from like walls to wallets, and like the whole concept for me is just really exciting.
Okay, so all of the blue, like it might look like we started off like as a women OM, but everything that we're doing, it's a roadmap and a blueprint, and it's a 10-layer project. Just so everybody knows, Canada Chick is the mastermind / mad scientist behind this project because she is the one that maps it and codes it and has. And the thing with walls to wallets is, listen, I've been here in Web3 2 years. I've painted lots of murals, lots of different things. I've done, I've painted in my studio, in my house right here, over 300 NFTs for different projects and either given away or saved them or whatever over the last 2 years. But I will promise you one thing, I've never made $1. You know what I mean? And we always try to figure it out. Like with me, I want to see the graffiti people. I want to see kids. I want to see people out here in the streets be able to get paid for this amazing artwork.
Yeah.
And it's always been in my mind, how can we do it? And Canada Chick was like, I know how we can. We're going to make a platform for them to come to us at the end of this big mint. I'm bringing a lot of graffiti artists, a lot of real world artists in here with you guys, and I'm bringing you guys out here to them.
Yeah.
Okay. And there's never been a reason for that to happen. Oh shit! I fucking lost it.
What did you? He's gone again. Oh. He's gone. He's gone. Oh my god.
Well, let's just message him and let him know so that we can try to schedule it again.
Right, let me give him a message now. Oh, that's such a shame. He's such an interesting. Let me message him. Sorry, guys, this is boring. You're watching me because I can't talk and type. Miguel, say
All right.
something. Say something.
Something.
Say
No,
something.
it's just he's very interesting. I really wanted to hear the beginning story, and I couldn't. And there's a lot of like
I think
spotty
maybe
stories where
you're getting worse connection than me. Oh, is he back? He's back. We were just saying.
I'm back.
We're
Sorry
just
about that.
saying.
we're gonna what we're gonna do is we're gonna reschedule again so that we can bring you back so that it sounds
On
perfect.
my iPad, yeah. Not on my phone. I'm sorry. This is the only way I could do it today.
No, it's okay.
Don't be daft. It's fine.
we'll
It's still
schedule
been
you
fun, and we just don't want anyone to miss anything because you've got such a interesting story, and
I think it's an important story to tell.
It is very important, especially.
Thank you. Hey,
yeah.
I'm glad you said that. The fact of the matter is, I just started about a little more than a year ago. Me and my friend Lady, we were the featured artists at a local mural fest with a lot of other artists, right? And they're like, "What are you gonna paint? What are you gonna do?" And she's, a lot of people said you should, do something dope and do something crazy cool. And I'm like, yeah. And they're like, showcase your skills for commercial. You could get jobs around town. And I'm like, I'm just saying, like, I don't want to do that. Like, I'm so immersed in Web3. The people in Web3 really healed me and saved my life in a lot of ways. Just for you guys, not the people, you guys. And so like I really wanted to showcase that. The first thing that we did, I did like a picture from my soft white underbelly. It's a true story that I told. I got a drain cover from the yard and I busted a hole in the floor. It did take me about 2 weeks to do it. And I dropped down in there to try to engage with another guy. I almost lost my own life. But the picture I painted that day, I graffitied the wall first, majorly cool. And then I cut like a block out of the middle where you could see in. And it was a cell. It was a guy busting through a drain cover. And then I tattooed him with all my fucking Web3 friends, homies, and heroes out here, dude. And I tagged all y'all that were on my timeline at the time. And then I did a video. I did a shout out video. And I was like, my friend Lady's like, what you got? I was like, I got a shout out video. Let me shout all you guys out. And I called everybody off on the whole wall. And that video probably has 20,000 views over time on Web3. But they went viral the first day because Easy ETH, dude, I went in a space and told me, you used a fucking bot on my fucking page. And I was like, no, I didn't. I was like, why do you think that? He's like, because this video came through 2,000 times in like 10 minutes of reposting. And I was like, it wasn't me though. It was all of you guys. Everybody, we tagged everybody and we called everybody out. And it just kind of got me. I got such a good response from Web3, from Soul Saver, from Sasquatch, from everybody that was on my timeline at the time. And Kanachik was in that shout out, dude. And she is actually now, my partner in crime out here. But we met in the Web3 space. And
cool.
And the thing with me and her,
they're the best people. I'm with you for like, it's changed my life, for the better, meeting these guys. Yeah, I agree. For sure.
The thing with Kanachik and I, we always want everybody to, remember a few things about us at the end. For us, like, this is a healing process. It's that, she escaped, a lot of things in her life, drowning at age 3, being adopted, mental illness, obesity, all kinds of different things that had her in a box, right? And I was in a box myself for a lot of years, bro. And sometimes I still am. I can't even get out of it. In my own head. But when we met and started making this art, I promise you one thing, it really healed us a lot. We spent a lot of time on the phone and we got out of our boxes. We've broken out of it in many ways that we never dreamed we would ever be able to, and that's why I love Web3 and I love my Web3 life and my experience here and all the connections that we make. I think it's important, to never not just overlook that part of it.
Yeah, for sure.
That's true.
Oh, it's been a joy to have you on, and I definitely need to get you on again, and we'll sort the connection, and we'll do it all over, and we'll get some more art shared and stuff. It'd be amazing.
Thank you, Vicky. Thank you. Thanks, Miguel.
It is.
No
I
problem.
just even you saying you found color like that for me as a metaphor is just so powerful, and I just think people need to hear
I
that.
was just, when you're in such a dark place, even just a little spark of
I
color,
agree.
imagine it could
Yeah.
change your whole everything.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
100%.
believe me, I know.
Yeah, I think both me and Miguel, like we've been there. We kind of obviously.
Yeah.
I've not got a story like yours, but it's. I think
It's
We've
why I
all got
think
a story, though. That's the thing.
everybody's
Listen,
got a
I'm going to tell you
story.
something.
Yeah.
everybody's got one.
And
Yeah,
it's equally as traumatic, as damaging, as lovely to you as mine is to me. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
that's
Of
kind
course,
of how it goes.
Yeah.
I
Oh, well,
agree.
thank you so much for giving up your time and coming on. And we'll
Hats off to
definitely,
you.
I'll get in the DMs
Yeah,
and we'll
thank you.
sort out another date. Probably, I'm having shoulder surgery in like a week and a bit's time, so it'll probably be after that sometime.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, but let's do it. I think it's
we'll do
important
it.
for us to
We will.
get our
Thank you,
story
guys.
out there.
Yeah.
Thanks so
Thanks.
much,
I appreciate
dude.
it. All right.
Did you-
Thanks, YouTube. Thanks, X. Thanks, all you motherfuckers that showed up. Next time, I'll have a little bit better job than this time. But
No,
I'm a
it's not
baby
your.
out here in this
It's the
world.
bloody technology, isn't it? It's rubbish.
I'm a baby. I'm still a baby, and I'm trying.
I have
All
a
right.
lot of questions.
Yeah, I could tell Miguel's itching to
All
ask
right,
you
cool,
about a
cool.
million things. So
All right.
yeah.
Next time, dude. Yes. Yes. Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Yeah,
And
for
thank you,
sure.
Vicky Wishes. I
No
appreciate you.
worries.
Matt, shout out to the creepy key. Creepy.
Gang. He's lost it.
I should have not
Right.
smoked weed before this fucking interview. But it's the cute and creepy gang, damn it. I fucking know this thing. I love it.
Oh my god.
All right. I'm
All
out.
right. Well,
Right.
thanks so much.
Thank you,
dude.
man. Take care.
Take care. Oh my god, that was fun, Miguel.
Yeah, it was fun. We got to get him back for sure.
Yeah, it was a shame that the connection was jostling. It was, but it's one of those things. It happens, doesn't it?
Yeah, we'll just reschedule him and then we'll bring him back because I think there was a lot of important points in
Oh,
at the beginning.
100%. His story.
And there's
is
a lot
so
of things that
important.
I want to ask him because I think he was trying to get all his story all at once cramped up, but there's a lot of pieces that I want to
Yeah, there's a lot
hear
of
about
pieces for
what
sure.
happened and why did it happen. So yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
Well,
have you got any final thoughts before I'm going to finish on a little bedtime story as I try to do every week. Sometimes I'm not
Yeah.
organized.
no, let's go. Do you have the story or no?
I do. It's there. It's waiting. But yeah, thank you everybody for joining.
Thank you, everyone.
Sorry we were like super unprofessional with the connections. We were like kind of fumbling around trying to message and host at the same time. But yeah, we'll be better.
We'll be better next time.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm now Kevin Jr. Just saying. I'm ending on that note.
All right.
Good night, guys. Yeah, take it back. I'll see you next week.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Tamiko, Egg Moon, and the Gift of Becoming. On a night suspended between winter's final breath and spring's first whisper, the Egg Moon rose, pale, luminous, waiting. The lunar witch felt it before she saw it, a stillness in the air, a quiet hum beneath the earth. And then, Tamiko appeared. She stepped softly from the moonlight, her feathered form rustling like the April breeze. Upon her head rested a delicate crown, a nest of twigs and blossoms. Within it sat an egg unlike any other. It shimmered faintly, as though something inside was dreaming of light. "The world is ready," Tamiko said gently. The lunar witch knelt, her hands glowing with moonlight as she accepted the offering. The egg was warm, alive with possibility, yet fragile as hope itself. "What does it hold?" she whispered. Tamiko smiled, a knowing softness in her eyes. Not what is, but what will be. For nights, the lunar witch kept the egg close, cradled in her sanctuary beneath silver branches and watchful stars. The covens felt its presence ripple through their magic, subtle at first, like the stirring of something long forgotten. Then, on the turning of the moon, it cracked, a soft fracture, a breath, a beginning. From within, light spilled outward, blooming, like dawn unfolding for the very first time. Feathers of warmth and color unfurled into the air as a spirit took wing, not quite bird, not quite magic, but something in between. As it soared, the world changed. Frost loosened its grip, snow softened into water, roots awakened beneath the soil, and across the land, spring was released, like a bird finally taking flight. The lunar witch looked to the sky, where the spirit circled once before, vanishing into the horizon of the new season. When she turned back, Tamiko was gone. Only a single feather remained, drifting gently to the ground. A quiet reminder that all things come when they are ready, and all things, in time, learn to fly.